is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Dallas Prime Sports back in with a video. Today we want to talk about the Louisville Cardinals versus Washington. I didn't watch the game, but shout out to Gerald. Gerald said something about Washington tried to cheat Louisville, but Louisville got the job done. That's all that matters. Shout out to Harrison Bailey, a quarterback that I actually played against in high school. Joker won a state championship. He won a state championship. He had a good game last. He had a good game for Louisville. He threw for 16. He was 16 for 25. Threw for 164 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. QB rank. His QB rating was a 28.2. 128.2. Got Washington's QB 26 for 32. Threw for 373 yards. 1 interception, 4 touchdowns. QB rating 145.3. I didn't watch the game, but we're gonna look at Louisville's. I'm pretty sure this was a good game. Louisville ended the season off. We're gonna look at Louisville's resume. They destroy Austin Peay. They destroy Jacksonville State. They beat Georgia Tech. They lose to Notre Dame by 7, which is, Notre Dame's a good team. But Gerald said they would have won if the refs wasn't involved. They lose to another playoff team. They barely beat Virginia Tech. They lose to another team that could have been in the playoffs, but they couldn't make it because of their defense. They lose to Miami, 52-45. They beat a solid Boston College team. They beat a playoff team, Clemson. But they lose to a garbage Stanford team. They BTA Pittsburgh. They BTA Kentucky, and they win a nail biter against Washington. Okay, we know Washington is on a full rebuild because their coach is now at Alabama. So, shout out to Louisville. I ain't got that much to say about Louisville. Just they have some ups and downs. Next year should be the year they picking up some people from the transfer portal as well. So shout out to Louisville. They just, Louisville is just doing their thing. I'm getting better in the transfer portal. I think they picked up a defensive line from Coastal Carolina, something like that. But I'm keeping track with the transfer portal. Georgia really don't need anybody from the transfer portal. All we need is I want that wire. I want Branch. I want that corner from Southern Cal, and I want that receiver from Southern Cal. That's all we want. If we can get those two, we go. Next year Georgia's gonna be nice. We got a 6'8". We got a 6'8" tight end, Lives Williams. He played in Camden, my high school team. Started off at my dad's high school, and then he transferred to Camden. Came to Camden. So, Georgia's gonna be really good next year. But our season's not over yet. But anyways, we're not talking about Georgia. We're gonna talk about Louisville. Shout out to Louisville. Louisville had a good resume. They lost to some of these games were close. They lost to teams that they should have not lost to. I think they ended the season what is it, 9 wins, 9-4? 9-4, yeah. 9-4. 5-3 in the conference. Not bad. We're gonna look at Washington's resume. Well, I'm pretty sure Washington had their rebuilding. So they beat Willard, okay. They beat Eastern Michigan, okay. They lose to Washington State, a solid team, okay. They beat Northwestern, okay. Lose to Rutgers by 3, okay. Not bad. Rutgers is decent. They beat Michigan by 10. Back when this was when Michigan was actually solid around that time, but they was rebuilding. But that's a good win though. They get BTA'd by Iowa. They lose to Indiana, 31-17. They beat Southern Cal. Okay. They get BTA'd by Penn State. They beat UCLA. They got BTA'd by Oregon, and they lose to Louisville. Pretty sure they ended the season on what, 67? Yep, 6 and 7. 4-5 in conference and 0-5 and on the road. They're rebuilding, so I can't say much about Washington. But this is a solid win for Louisville. Went out with a bang instead of a dang, and Washington went out with a dang. So shout out to Gerald, Louisville team on their 9-4 record. Hopefully next year they win more than 9 games, and hopefully next year they can make the freaking playoffs. Because they could have made the playoffs if they would have beat Miami and Stanford, they most definitely would have had a chance to be in the playoffs. But next year they're gonna be good. I think next year they're gonna have a good year. They finally beat Kentucky though, so shout out to that. But yeah, this has been another video about some sports. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Did my time on fine. Peace out. Shout out to Louisville, all the Louisville fans, and shout outs to Washington. That's all I gotta say. Peace out.